I'm just saying
Okay.
it might be out of your range, your
We
price
live, we
range.
live, we alive, we live, we live, we
I know
live.
we're live.
Hello,
I'm
hello,
still
what's up?
talking about this. I'm just saying I think it might be out of your price range.
Oh, okay. And who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you
Who are
I'm
you to
to?
low.
think?
Who are you to
No,
Who
I'm
are
judge?
you
just
to
saying
think?
it might be out of your price range.
Anything.
If it's not, then it's not. You know, I'm just saying
Yeah,
you don't gotta get
it's not. It's
you don't
not.
have to get mad about it. Like you're getting mad about
No, I'm
something.
not,
I'm
man.
just saying, like,
No.
yo, from a carbon emission standpoint, it's the best thing you could do because like people think that like having a fireplace is like super cool as far as like clean energy and like just energy period. But like you
Mm-hmm.
having the insert saves you not only from an energy standpoint and having to burn wood, but it's cleaner. You're burning cleaner. You're burning cleaner fire. You're burning cleaner uh emissions in your house. No
Okay.
matter what anybody says. So it's definitely a good look. And like I said, it costs like $4,000 to insert on a low end, and that's just like with the basic insert. But
Yeah.
it's worth it. 1,000,000%. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Does
this
does it
show's
matter what
supposed to
type
be
of
about
wood you burn?
Excuse me.
Does it matter what type of wood you burn?
Uh, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it matters the type of wood you burn, but I mean, depending on what you want. Like, so, like, if you wanted like a good smell, you don't want to burn shit wood. You know what I mean? Like, you want to burn like good wood, depending on like what you actually want.
Mm. So, like last year, a tree fell in my backyard, so I cut it
Yeah.
up. I plan on using that wood to burn.
But depend. I don't know what that is though. Like, so for example, like if you have wood, like a tree fell in your backyard, right? That's what you're saying.
Mm.
Depending
Yeah.
on what type of tree that is, I couldn't tell you if it's good or bad wood. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
If it's like a
Yeah.
mahogany tree fell in your backyard, I would tell you, yo, that's good wood. But I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
all
Mo,
right.
were you about to say something?
Welcome to the Play Myself show. My name is Mo.
And I'm Myles. We got
And I'm
B
Aunt
here.
B.
So the way we start the show always is like, how was your week, right? And I'm just gonna start it off. I'm gonna say how my week was, and then like Aunt Omo can take it from there. So I would tell you that like my week was super eventful to the point where almost because I got things to do, and it's so funny because like I'm a retired person, so like when I say I have things to do, it's it, it's hilarious even to myself because I generally have nothing to do during every day, right? And I have really nothing to do, right? So I got some stuff to do, and I want to ask you guys how your week was.
So,
What? Okay, Mo.
um, I'm gonna start off with saying that my week started off okay.
Okay.
Um, because Sunday I didn't bowl as well as I'd like to bowl. It was a little under my one game was under my average, but then the rest I hit my average. But still, I want to keep above my average. But with that said, I had a hypothetical question come up, right? So I'm going to run it by you guys.
Okay.
So
What's that?
if you're in because Myles, you're married and you're engaged, right?
Ain't about to be
Um,
married. Yeah. I don't know.
yeah, you're engaged. So
Damn near married.
if, what's that?
Damn, he's damn near
Damn near
married.
married. You can say married.
You can say married.
No, you're not actually married though,
Okay.
right? Yeah, so I mean, it may feel like a marriage, but you haven't officially got married.
All right. It definitely don't
So
feel like a marriage.
right,
Mhm.
marriage is marriage, right? Right,
Yeah,
Miles?
it's a different feeling.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
gotta
So
you feel it in
you're
the
not
air.
there yet. You're not there yet, and I'm not there either. But you know, we're both stuck in that same situation. We're
Mm.
both not there yet. So so if your girlfriend or if your wife, if your fiance decided to they said they wanted to go on a trip, a one-on-one trip
Mm.
with another man,
Mm.
right? Now, they are just friends. I thought about this question for a while, and I know what most men would say. They would say, "Aunt, you can be the one who answers." Like, hell nah. You know,
Hell
it
the
ain't
fuck
happening.
no. You damn right, hell no. What
She
type of
can't
shit is
go.
that?
She can't go.
Right. Right. So, I mean, rightfully so, right? But let's just play devil's advocate. I want to play devil's advocate real quick, right?
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
let's say that I did, like my girlfriend says, "Hey, I'm gonna go on a trip, a one-on-one trip with this guy. We're gonna go to a concert. We're all gonna now. I'm playing again,
Mm.
Aunt. I know that you're shaking your head, but I'm playing devil's advocate, right? So I say, yeah, you can go on this trip. She goes on a trip, has a great time. Her and her friend have a good time at this concert or wherever they're going, and she comes back and everything. Wait, what's going on
Go
here?
ahead. That's me. Go ahead. Keep talking, bro. That's
I
my
see,
He's
bad.
all
fucking
right.
up, the guy. He's fucking
So,
up the show.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm
so,
trying to do some shit.
so,
Shut the fuck. Shut the fuck.
so,
Hey Mo, shut the fuck up.
so she goes on this trip and she has a good time. Now, I decide a couple of months later, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go on a guy's trip. And
Mm.
she says, "You're not going on no guy's trip." Now,
Mm.
do you listen to that? Or do you just go on the guy's trip? Because you already okayed the fact that she went on a
College trip.
one-on-one trip
Yeah,
with some guy.
yeah.
I
If
know
you
I know
okay
that you
that, then you go on your trip, bro.
yeah, right?
Nah. But you gotta
Right?
acknowledge
Yeah.
it. You gotta acknowledge it though first, bro. You have to. Not you. When I say you have to
No,
acknowledge
no,
it, it's
not
like
just. I'm not saying just go. Yeah, definitely acknowledge. But you okay her to go on a trip with a dude, but she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want you to go on a guy trip.
Right.
but
Now,
yeah,
this
listen
is
to
a
the
disclaimer.
context.
This
He's
is
saying
not.
like
This is
after.
not.
After.
Wait, hold up. This is not about me and Brooke. I just want to let y'all know this is
No,
not. It was just.
No,
It
in
was a
we
general.
didn't
question that.
say that.
Nobody
Nobody.
said that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you
but
man,
I
you
wanted
said
to
that.
put that out there so that nobody thought that it was me and Brooke. So it's not about
Oh.
us. It's just it was a hypothetical question that we were just like I wouldn't go on no one-on-one trip. She wouldn't go on a one-on-one trip. But we actually had a good laugh about it because it's like, like if that actually did happen, how would you react to it? So that's why I wanted to bring it onto the show to see what your reaction was. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, I mean, I'll speak first. I honestly feel like, yo, am I on somebody else's joint going double speed, or is that mine? Hold on. So
I think that was
anyway,
you.
I honestly feel like hold on, Alex is here. Let me put him in. So I honestly feel like, yo, again, if she's for the streets, she's for the streets, bro. Regardless of
What's
how
up, peeps? What's up?
what's up, bro?
What's going on?
Regardless of how anything is or how anything goes from how the world sees it, bro. The people that she goes on the trip with, if that's my lady, she goes on the trip with. If she fucks somebody on the trip or say anything happens on the trip, she's for the streets. That was supposed to happen. That was supposed to happen to me. That's my
Mm.
genuine opinion
So
on relationships. I never try to stop anybody from doing anything ever.
So, so Alex, let me catch you up to speed real quick, right?
Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me.
So the question is, like, if your lady goes on a trip, now this is just hypothetical, and I was playing devil's advocate. Your wife decides to go on a trip. I okay, or not I okay. My girlfriend goes on a trip. I okay the trip, right? And I say, hey, you can go on this trip, a one-on-one trip with another man, right? Now, 2 months later, I decide, hey, I want to go on a guy's trip, and she says, nah, you ain't going on no guy's trip. That's what we're responding to. So, Myles, did you have anything else to say about that? I'm sorry, Myles.
No, you nailed it. You hit the nail on the head. I think that's it, and I'm interested to hear what Alex has to say about that.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm with Myles in the sense of if he goes down like that, that she
For the streets.
does somebody on the trip, that was supposed to happen. I mean, there's nothing you can
Word.
change about that. I'm with the 100%. And now let me talk from my little home, right? I get in trouble sometimes because I'm not that jealous type. But
Mhm.
you know why not? Because of what you just said. If something's gonna go down that I don't like, it was supposed to go down. There's nothing I can do about that.
We all been there before as men, I would think. So I'm gonna piggyback on what Alex is saying. It's certain things like like a shorty would tell you. Like I don't know if y'all listen to the last show I put up, right? It was like I was talking to my homies in the studio, and they was like, "Yo," I said to them, I said, "Yo, what what would be like something that you would do with a shorty for a shorty, and it would just be like, yo, super genuine, and you would just be able to feel." And it was like, oh man, I think I'm getting this wrong, but the sentiment at the end of the day, the sentiment was like no one trusts, like trust is dead. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then so what I think about that is like, yo, that shit is so wild because I'm married, so it's I'm super interested in like how the rest of the world sees things like trust. And I know that like if I wasn't married, half of the shit I do I probably couldn't do. Like if I wasn't married, I wouldn't be coming on here with no cut or no shit like that because I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. And like most of the shit you do is for shorties. I feel like until you get to that level where you gotta elevate yourself, and it's like, yo, if my journey is good, I can care about anybody else. I care less. But at the end of the day, everybody's looking at you, and you always gonna feel that, right or wrong.
I'm with you, man. I
Mm.
mean, I'm I'm on that same boat, man. Like if now just to go back on the question a little bit, you said that when it's my turn, now there's an
Right.
issue, right? Oh, now you can't go. Oh no, you're not gonna do that.
Mm.
I'm I mean, I'll fight that fight. Like you're not gonna tell me no. I mean, you
It,
went and you did you. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna go out and do me, right? Because I
but
don't
what is
think
that called though?
what is what called.
What you just said? That's a double standard.
Well, it absolutely is. I mean, it is.
So
If
you
I'm
have double
cool with
standards.
letting you do, if I'm cool with letting you do things like that, things that are, I guess, somewhat out of bounds. If I let you walk into that gray line, and I agree to let you walk into that gray area, but then you don't want to
Yeah.
give me that same courtesy and trust, yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
point that out. That there's gonna be a problem there.
No, I feel you on that because like, and I know Ant probably was about to say this, but I'm gonna steal his thunder real quick. It's like it's certain things you can see somebody doing, like yo, even if like, because I'm saying I don't mind because she for the streets, but it's certain things, and like to say what you might be saying, Alex, is like it's certain things that you might see and you're like, yo, like this is just not gonna happen because I'm here. Regardless of
Yeah.
anything else, I'm here, and this is why this is not gonna happen. So like, yeah, there's no reason for you to go on a trip with another dude. There's no reason for you to go on a trip with a dude.
Exactly.
I mean, Brooke said it right there. You wouldn't even ask that question out of respect. That's something you will
Mm.
never
Yeah.
even brought up. That thought shouldn't. I always look at
You think
respect,
that,
and when I
bro?
talk about
I
respect,
think Brooke is capping on that.
Yeah, but
respect is like a stop sign, right? When you respect somebody,
Yeah.
whenever something's gonna come out of your mouth when you're talking to that person, respect is always gonna hit you and say, "Wait a second, count to three. Are you gonna say some disrespectful shit, or what you? What would you say if that question was being asked to you, right? When you respect a person, those thoughts come to your mind before you say something. People that think before they talk have respect to the person they're speaking to.
I can
So
see
I
that too.
think respect is a huge part of it.
But so it goes down to this, like, and we know, like, even as married men, is like, and married women, whoever's listening to this, but it's like, it's certain times where you might feel neglected, or you might feel like something's not happening in your favor or your way. So how is that
Yeah.
handled in the same respect that you're saying, good brother, Alex?
I mean, it's that's a tough one because it can go so many different ways. I mean, it, that kind of comes down a little bit to personal experience because I think
Mm-hmm.
everyone will see that a little different. Like some people would take an approach that might be different than what the typical one would be, than what you would expect it should be, because I just keep circling back to it because it's about respect. It's about how you feel about the person you're asking them to do something. You know, asking a
Mm,
question like, "Can I go out one on one with a dude?" And then come back when I say, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna go out with my boys." No, you can't.
right.
There's something in there that's, it's got to be broken by that point. Like if it got to that, it's already broken. The
But
respect is it's gone.
but the reason I hear you, but I don't feel you, because like everything you're saying, these are known things that happen to guys, especially I would say because I'm only a man, often, right? Like yo, shorty telling you like yo, your boys is in the third. I ain't gonna front. The whole shit is because like yo, dudes are fun and shorties are not fun. So when we with our homies, they know we having fun. They know we having fun. They know we having fun because niggas is fun and bitches is not fun.
That
Nigga,
is so
bro,
true,
what
man.
talk have you? What the fuck are
That
we
is so.
doing?
That is
Like
heavy talk right
why
there,
are
bro.
we
That is so
fucking?
true.
Why are we pussyfooting
Wait,
around this shit?
Yeah,
Dudes is mad fun to be around. I
when
be
we out,
having
we're
mad
kicking it.
fun with all my friends all the time. When I'm with my baby, it's just alright. That shit is over. That's a whole
yo,
fact.
What you
Yo,
gotta say about this? You've been quiet.
yeah, man.
Oh man.
Say your
Yeah,
piece,
I
brother. I'm
mean,
listening.
Do you have? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, you could have fun with your lady too. You know what I mean? But I know what you
Hey,
mean
keep
by
it. Hey,
dudes are
Lydia,
fun to
keep
hang
it a
around. 'Cause
bean.
you hang around with
Don't
your
do that,
homies,
and
it's
No,
a
don't do
no,
different type of
no,
that.
no,
vibe.
no. And I'm about to puff you right now. Yo, I party. Yo, you ever party with me? right?
Yeah,
You ever
nigga,
party
you
with me?
party good. You party a lot.
Exactly, son. Yo, Ed.
You ever party with me, motherfucker?
Okay, son. Okay. Oh, yo, Ed, you walk yourself right into that shit. The way you party.
Nah, it's
You know
all
what I'm
good.
saying?
I
Yo,
could speak
nah.
my truth, but
No,
our
bro.
But
Nobody
partying
but, but
can.
let,
back
Yo,
then
let,
is
let him
different
finish
from
his point.
now.
Let him finish his
Ed,
point.
the
Let
So
him
way
finish the point. Go ahead,
the way you party in, your shorty can't be around. And that's not even no hating shit. It's just that you a zombie, bro. Nobody's staying up
no,
like
that's
you.
that's when no, but that's me partying single life partying. That's a different type of
Yeah.
party.
Oh man. All right. So what's your type of party, bro?
Nah, I don't even party like I just be chilling.
Okay,
I go to
so
like lounges and shit.
you
Yeah.
just said you. I'm
Well,
telling
some
you,
grown
like,
shit. We not in no clubs like that.
yo, son. When the last time we was ever in the club? But I know when I
Exactly.
party, yo, son. I
Nah,
know
we went to a
when
club. Yeah.
good brother,
Okay.
good brother. I know when I party with Aunt. That shit's an all nighter, son. It don't matter, son. It don't matter, son. Everything, son. It's an all nighter. It don't have to be
Yeah,
nothing
but
crazy.
when's the last time that happened though? That's what I'm
I
saying.
can see
No,
that.
bro, but
I can
yo,
see
son.
that,
Niggas,
Ant.
niggas don't party like that no more.
Yo, it don't gotta
No,
be
well,
about another sex, but Aunt, you are an all nighter, bro, and
yeah, bro.
nobody can handle
I
that
can
I
see
can
shit.
that.
hang. I can hang.
Yeah.
and he's
Oh
half
man,
Yeah.
yo,
Mexican.
Aunt, you
Party
are the
starts at 2
hanger.
a.m.
Oh, come, yo, Aunt, don't do this, son. Like
Yeah.
you the hanger, bro. Like yo, son, you are
Yeah,
yo,
but you
you the
talking
life of
about
the
years
party.
ago, man. This shit ain't the same.
Nigga, I'm
I don't
talking
hang out
about
like that no
yesterday.
more.
I'm talking about yesterday, bro. Tonight,
Yeah, bro.
Recent.
You
you
can.
are the party, son.
Yeah, Ant.
Nigga said yesterday.
Yo,
I
tonight,
didn't. Nah.
yo, tonight, Aunt, what's up? Hold on. What's wrong with being the life of the party?
Yeah, you the life of
I'm
the
not the
party,
life of the
Ant.
party.
Life
Yeah,
of
you
the
are.
Nah,
Yeah,
party.
you
you're not
are.
even party with
Nah,
me, bro. What are you talking
I'm
about?
just saying, you seem like it though,
hey,
bro.
Oh
yo,
man, this is
he's
crazy.
capping, son. He's the life of the party.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
can
used
see
to be.
that.
I used to be.
What do
I don't do
you
that no more. That's what
mean?
I'm saying.
I'm
What do
about
you?
to roll up to New York. I'm gonna have to take a trip up there and see what this
Nah,
and
Alex.
life of the party is really about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
look,
Ant seemed
No,
like the life of the party.
so look. Me and Mo was talking about some shit earlier, right? And you definitely the life of the party, son. I don't know how you front, you cap it, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
But and
Heard you.
I don't know if you ever been to one of Alex's parties, but hey,
Nah, never.
not a bad place to be the life of the party, bro. Not a bad place to be the life of the party because they throw down.
listening to salsa music, some little Latin
Ah, it's a little
music.
bit of reggaeton,
My
You
kid.
know.
man,
It's
they
everywhere,
go
son.
down, bro.
Yeah, it goes down. Like
Yeah,
It goes down.
it's an experience. Trust me,
It really is.
it's an
It really
experience.
is. It really
So
is.
so Mo and I were talking earlier, right? And because we about to put like a social media campaign out, right? And we're gonna
Yeah.
start. And it's gonna take place on. I'm telling everybody this. If everybody wants to try it, they can and whatever. I don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. But if it's gonna take place on mostly like Facebook and Instagram, but the idea was that whenever we cook something, we send it to Mo, just like that. A video though, like from start to finish, and he's gonna strip the volume, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, who made this?
yeah,
Who made this?"
yeah.
And then there's
I
gonna be
Keep
think
like,
that
keep
would
"Boom,
be
going.
dope.
Keep
huh?"
going. Keep going.
And then it's gonna culminate. We're gonna have a party. We can have it at my house. We can have whatever. It could be a
Hmm.
Super Bowl party. It could be whatever. And then
Hmm.
or we can have it at Alex's house. We can have it because y'all got
Yes.
I smoke weed more, and then y'all got mad weed shops out there. I'm going to Mass tomorrow actually, but yeah, we can do it
Hit
like
me
that.
up when you get down here.
I'm actually where you live though? Where you
I'm in
live?
Bel I'm in Billerica.
Oh shit, that's where the jail is at, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What are you gonna frame him?
Mm-mm. I really only go to Lee and Pittsfield because it's like right in New York, next to New York.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Ooh.
It's a weed spots, and then but like
How close is it to New York?
30 minutes,
Me?
but no 30 minutes, but like y'all got tree
30
houses, right?
minutes.
Yeah. So in Massachusetts, right, they got the best. I would say the second, first, or it's like top two beers in America. Because I'm a beer dude. Is New
Which
York?
one?
It's in Brooklyn and Massachusetts, and in Massachusetts is something called Treehouse. You ever
Mm-hmm.
been there? Yeah, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very nice. Beautiful
yeah,
brewery.
it's a beautiful brewery, and like they started so lovely. It was like a small little house at first,
Mm-hmm.
and if
Mm-hmm.
you go there right now, anybody, if y'all ever go there, it's like a freaking crazy. You wouldn't even fucking understand what they did. What
So
they did.
so it's close to 300 breweries in Massachusetts. And
Word?
there's people that actually do tours where you are checking off visiting the different ones. I think I've only been able to make it to like 50, 60 of them.
Yeah, Massachusetts is still
Damn.
dangerous though. People don't
Yeah.
understand. Like
It's
when
dope.
it's still like when you go to Boston, right? Like all of that Irish shit and all this shit, that shit's still live.
Oh
Like
yeah.
yeah, you talk about like bank robbers and shit like that. Like they still got like that real muscle shit to their shit. Nah, for real.
If you go to Charlestown,
Yeah, that
Charlestown's still
shit's
the
crazy.
town.
Yeah,
That is the town for sure. Like that
it's
movie,
still
this
wild
wasn't
out
an
there. Yeah,
exaggeration. That movie's for real.
word.
How the town is still
You know what's so
nowadays.
funny? You know what's funny, Alex? And I know everybody is like, yeah, talking this bullshit, but Ant no, because he got pussy in Massachusetts. But my fault. But that's a fact though. No, that's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. But
Yo, you don't got them drums out there?
Several
y-
occasions. Yeah. Several
yo,
occasions.
but
Okay.
when I before I moved to Mass, I I hated y'all because of Boston. Just because like we had that stigmatism with whether it be the Mets, the Yankees, or the Knicks, especially the Knicks, because I was like a basketball dude. Like we didn't really like Boston like that, and to understand that, like that was the first time I understood that like a city is not the whole state, but it was still like it because we was in Framingham, the shit was still like it was Boston. almost. At least, like the cool kids thought so. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna find anyone from Massachusetts that's if they're outside of Massachusetts. They ask you where you're from. I'm from Situate.
Yeah.
Where? No, everybody says I'm from Boston.
But you know, I always want to ask you, and I'm sure these motherfuckers got these same questions. Yo, son, how that shit was moving to fucking Idaho? Or you moved to Idaho, Iowa. How the fuck was that?
Iowa.
How was that?
I was wild, bro. When I made that move, I had no idea where I was going. I had no idea what I was gonna find, but I actually drove up there from Massachusetts, and it was
What made you
wild.
move there?
I went on a Title 10 mission
Oh,
with
okay, okay,
with a transition unit. I was out there for 3.5 years.
okay.
I lived in Davenport, Iowa. It's called the Quad Cities.
Yeah,
So it's
hell
two
yeah.
The
cities in
Quad
the Iowa
Cities.
side and two cities in the Illinois side. And I
So
actually
you
Okay.
worked
liked
in the
you
Illinois
liked it
side,
there.
but I was living in Iowa. Say again?
So you liked it. You liked it there. You had a good time.
Oh, I did. I mean, I did.
So,
I had a great time.
so what's the one thing that you miss about it the most?
The baseball games. So they have the Quad City River Bandits,
Heat the
which
minutes.
is a single A team, not even triple A, single A
minutes.
team. Yes, and there were all like so when players get drafted from the country of origin, or like if you're a farm raised player. So in Massachusetts they have the Cape Cod League. I think they have one in New York too, but I'm not sure where. Somewhere upstate New York. So they have the same thing out there, and the field was literally like next door to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I was there all the time watching games. It was just the best. They were very so they don't have pro teams in Iowa, right? It's
Right.
all either the Hawkeyes or those local teams. So that feel like going to a Hawkeye game, Iowa State versus Iowa City, man, that was. I mean,
No,
like
I bet.
tailgating here at the Patriots place is crazy, but you gotta go out there and you really like them college games. They don't
Yeah,
play. They are
hell yeah.
so good.
So I've done both. But when it comes to like football, like I don't know what it's like at a Patriots game, but like because I've only been to Jets games like football wise.
So you
But
hate
like
football. I get it.
no, but I've been to Washington State to watch Oregon play, and
Oh,
the
okay.
Oregon shit's been lit like that too.
Yeah, them
But
college games is something
yeah,
else.
the college games is different. But
Yeah,
when it comes to the NFL games, it was I see what you're saying though.
yeah. They don't have pro teams. So for me to
Yeah,
watch pro baseball, I have to go to Chicago,
I'm gonna tell you this though.
which
Yeah,
I
you're
did a
right.
couple
But
times, and
I'll
it was
tell you this.
great.
The reason I say that is this because I've also been to Buffalo, right, and watched
Hmm.
the Bills play, and
Hmm.
that shit is different. Even though just bust the Bills ass this weekend, but that shit is different. Like the Bills Stadium, that's just like a high school. It's like when we went to high school.
Yeah,
It's just like that, and it's like
yeah.
they don't got the money to build this shit, but they shit look just like our shit. Our shit probably even better
It's like a
than they shit.
community field.
Yeah, but the fans are so real. So
Yeah, they're rough.
you talking about like you see like burning tables, motherfuckers falling through that shit. Yo, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. It ain't like
So
that.
something similar to that when it comes to baseball, you talk about Fenway, right? It's a really old park still,
I've
but
never
then you
been
go
there.
but if you go to Wrigley Field in Chicago, then you
Yeah, I want to
really
go there.
see
Yeah, I want to go
that
there.
is that place hasn't even been painted since they built it. I mean, that thing is insane in there.
I really want to go to Wrigley. But
The entire area in Chicago. That was another fun part of going to the Midwest was visiting Chicago. I
I,
absolutely
I
loved
tell
it.
you this though, like Yankee Stadium, right?
Hmm.
Where the Mets play, City Field.
The
That
new
shit is
one.
nice. It's nice, but like I've never really been like seen the nuance of like of an older place. Like you might see with a Wrigley. So I'll
Take
give you that. But I know like what we have in New York, I don't think it's
it.
nothing better than that. But I could be
Now
wrong.
that Yankee Stadium is it's real.
Yeah,
So
I could be wrong. I don't think it's nothing better than that.
another place that I got to visit when I was in the Midwest was Milwaukee. I got to go to
I,
Wisconsin. I went to
I,
Milwaukee, watch a Brewers game. That Miller
yeah,
Field,
I've been there
then
before. Yeah,
$2 beers. That's wild.
yeah. Milwaukee's nice, and that's just like a wireless city. That's just a nice ass city.
So
But
Mo, just to answer the question
it's
about what I
still
really
dangerous
liked,
though.
all I got to see out there in the Midwest, it was, I got to go up and down, left and I went to a lot of the states. I met people. I talked to people that I never thought I would talk to in my life. The people that looked at me and thought I came from a different planet. Um, and you got to talk to those people. Eh, Not to really take it to racist because I hate that talk, but those people that I met, a lot of people I met out there, anyone that meets those people for the first time, the way they talk to me, the way how ignorant they were about where I came from and everything, you could take that and say, "Damn, these people are racist." But you know what? I really learned that it's not right. They just
I
ignorant. They just
I
don't
think that,
know. They don't know anything outside of their
but
giant state of Iowa. So when they talked to me and asked me, they actually embraced um, what they learned from me, and I really respected that a lot. Like they were very, you could see it in their face how it was legit, real. They had no idea what the Dominican Republic was. They had no clue. They never heard of it.
so
And when
I think that racism is a word that's very loosely used.
I
A
agree.
lot of people will always claim that somebody is doing something because of the color of their skin, or
Yeah.
always and like I work on a complaint line. So there's
Hmm.
so many people that will say, "Oh, well they only did this because I'm black."
Yeah.
Or they only did this because they. I think I don't think I've ever heard somebody say that they are only doing this because I'm white. Never. I've always heard that they're doing this because either I'm black or because I'm a person of color.
Yeah. I couldn't agree
Every
with you
time.
more. Yes, absolutely. It
And,
is so
and
overused, so overplayed.
it really is. It's borderline sickening because like these are rules that are set in place, right? And so if you have a rule that is set in place for everyone, and then somebody says, "Hey, this rule is set in place because I'm black," it's annoying because I'm like, I just had a call from a white person like 10 minutes ago about this. It's no different.
Yeah,
So I just think it's
it's really
very
not. It's really not different at all. And again, it really opened my eyes to that same subject and the same point of how overplayed and how overused this word is. These people, again, on hindsight, you would have thought, "Oh my God, these racist people don't know what Dominican Republic are." No, why do they need to learn all the way in the Midwest about this little
right.
tiny island that they probably will never see, right? But then again, when I spoke to them about it, when I showed them pictures, some of them even took trips down there after
They
they
really
spoke with me and loved it.
Uh,
and they really didn't. You said they really didn't know either.
No, they
Miles,
just had no idea.
Nobody
you,
knows, bro. That's what I'm trying to
everyone
tell
knows.
you, son.
Everyone knows, bro. I'm sitting
Nah,
here going
nobody
crazy right
knows.
now.
Yo, I'm gonna tell
Everyone
you this
knows,
shit.
bro.
No matter where you go, bro, you no one knows. Like, this is
Bro,
that's the funniest shit. It's like, yo,
listen,
so
we already
like,
talked about this at the beginning of the season. We said you're gonna stop messing with the stuff during the show.
all right, bro, nah. The show gotta look right. I gotta get the hot takes out. So yo, Mo, I know we talked about earlier. So like, yeah, I'm setting shit up for the takes, son. That's it. That's
What
all.
are you
That's
talking about? Moving all these screens and all this movement that's happening here?
yeah, that shit gotta happen like that. Cause I gotta get. So for example, when you say some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
For it to go on, like you see how this is, right? This is almost like a TV screen, what you're looking at, right? But for it to go on, like say like a TikTok, it has to be like 1080 by this many p, right? But if I cut you off size wise, not only do I have to have the bandwidth from the computer, I still want to see you in 4K or see you in like whatever bandwidth that's going to be the best bandwidth for the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
So
Mo, go ahead,
so
Mo.
this show is called. No, keep doing what you're doing with the camera. I know you're
No,
gonna do it anyways.
we're
But
done.
but
We're done.
this show is called, what is it? Uncomfortable Topics.
Uncomfortable situations or topics. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any double standards that you can't stand?
I should
Do
call
you
it
guys
double
have
standard.
any? You guys have any sorts of double standards, like between, like, a guy can do this but a woman can't do that, or vice versa? Do you guys have any that you can pinpoint? Because with this whole, like, Andrew Tate thing going on, and how they're saying, oh well, there's you're misogynistic, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just think, in light of that situation, there's got to be something that you've heard that you're kind of like, hey, you know what? That is a double standard.
Sort of
You know
like
what I
when I,
mean?
sort of like when I
Like,
said the other day, like yo, if a girl like putting the seat down, right? It's like yo, it's double standard because it's like yo, like you can put the seat up, but like it's
right.
accepted, right? So like double standard. So
Like some women would say that it's a double standard that when a guy sleeps with a bunch of girls, he's considered a man, and when a girl sleeps with a bunch of guys,
Yeah,
then she's a hoe.
that's
And I
good.
think
Good one right there.
so. Let's use that. Let's use that as a start point, right?
that's a good one.
How do you guys feel about that? You feel like it's true, not true, indifferent? Like, what do you guys feel about that?
I mean, it's true. That's just what it is.
Hold on, Alex. Before you say that, are there double
Go ahead.
standards? Are there double standards?
They are, because it's good for you, but it's not good for you. It's good for me, but it's not good for you. It's absolutely a double standard, and it's true.
And what house do double standards live in the most? Is it like more in a friendship house or a relationship house?
In the friends,
Oh,
in my opinion.
Friendship.
that's interesting. Go ahead.
My
Yeah,
opinion,
that
it's in the friend. I think only with. I'm speaking for myself.
No, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Only with friends you will feel comfortable enough to be so blatantly ignorant about a double standard.
Blatantly ignorant is a good term to use if you're gonna say that. Mo.
Like, I mean,
I know, bro, but you fucking just did that. Yeah.
just threw it in there.
yeah.
Cause you like, yo, blatantly ignorant. It's like, yo, like, I would say, like, I would stand on not being blatantly ignorant, because it's like when you're blatantly ignorant, that means that it's accepted, right?
Well, it is accepted. It is. If a guy, that same example, it is accepted. If a guy is with a lot of girls, you're the guy, you're the dude. But if a girl does it, she's a hoe, she's a thought.
But knowingly,
So it is acceptable. That's just how it's. People might not like it,
but it's
but
more
it's
of a
accepted.
yeah, but you're saying it more on a, like, if it's knowingly. So like knowingly, if a guy is betting X amount of women, like so many women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like bitches want to try, dudes look up to him, whatever. But like if a girl's betting X amount of dudes, she's just trying to fit in, right? That might
Probably.
be that might be the standard, but I wouldn't say it's actually, you're right. That might be a double standard, because I don't know, because I feel like both could be true, but at the same time, who am I to judge?
Exactly. That person might feel different about what they're doing, right? Their
Right, because
individual
I
thought
never
about what's happening might not be a double standard. I'm just doing me and trying.
right,
But the way everybody else looks at it, it's a double
right,
standard.
right,
And people just choose to be ignorant about it.
right, and it might be because I'm married. I really like. I'm like, yo, do your thing. I always tell girls, do your thing. Like, yo, it don't matter like what your husband or your dude is saying right now. Like, if he don't see that you starving to do your thing, yo, he don't deserve you. He don't deserve you. Oh no, I'm fucked up, Ant.
You
Think
are.
this side,
Yeah, you
dude.
are.
Think this side,
Yo, he
dude.
don't deserve you,
Wait,
son.
wait,
What you mean
why?
starving to do your thing? Like She's starving to go out there and fuck dudes. What are you saying?
Whatever she wanna do, if he don't see
Well,
that,
if that's what she want to do, she shouldn't be wiped up. At that point, you know
exactly,
what I mean?
But what if she
yo,
wants
bro,
to be wifed up while doing that?
exactly. And as
That
soon as
also
he,
Then
happens.
that man has to accept that. If
That
if
as
man
soon
has
he's
to
if
put in.
he signed up for
He's got
that,
to put
then
in work.
that's on him.
That man's got to put
as
in work.
as soon as he figure that out, he'd be a better man. Cause he gonna be fucking hurt if not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that shit as a fact.
Yeah.
If he don't figure that shit out right there, he's over. Ain't
But
nothing he could do.
I want to hear what Mo's got to say about this. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if that's
He try.
happening to a
He
dude,
over there trying to figure it out.
Now he got it. He
what
brought it up. Right now,
what
see,
is this
like,
guy doing
hold
or
on,
not doing?
hold on, time out. Ant, Mo about to come for your head now, so you already know because you just did the
Like, no, no,
bullshit. He
no,
come
no,
for
no,
your
go,
head.
go, 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 Mo.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. All right,
So
go.
so
Watch.
we are talking about women going out there and sleeping with a bunch of guys opposed to a guy sleeping with a bunch of girls.
That's
And
right.
the guy
Yeah.
is the right. Okay.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
with that said, I think that most people do look at it, and I will give my opinion in a second, but most people do look at it as, hey, a woman is a hoe, and the guy is the man. I can
Yeah.
understand why people look at it that way. Doesn't
Hoe
mean
gonna
that
be
I
a hoe.
agree with it,
Yeah, hoe
right?
gonna be a hoe.
So guys
Agree.
look at it that way, or people look at it that way because it's easy for women to go out. They can go out right now and walk to Cumberland Farms and talk to the guy who's in line and say, hey, you want to come back to my place?
Big fact.
And she catches a body. It's easier for women. Women have been, I've said this multiple times in the show, women have been hit on since the time that they hit puberty, since they were 14 years old, right?
Before that, probably.
Of course,
Before that, probably too.
it's gonna be easy.
Crazy.
Right, but before that, right? So
Yeah,
of
facts.
course it's gonna be. What's that? What did
And
you
I
say?
said
Ant?
facts,
I'm sorry.
facts.
Yeah.
I said facts, facts.
Yeah, it's easier for women. They get hit on every single day, and I'm not even exaggerating. Probably every
Yeah.
day,
I said,
right?
I said this on the show too. Like even the ugliest girl get talked to.
So with that said, that's why they're looked at like that. Whereas for men, it is we have to go through everything just to get one. And I mean, may not be everything, but what I mean is it's just that much harder for a man to go out and find a girl to be laying up with. So if a guy has a high body count, then that means he's doing something right. Whereas a woman can just, like I said, she could just drop the drawers and say, let's go.
Let's go.
Right? Now,
Man,
Let's go.
Niggas like
That's
I
a
think
niggas like me.
now
That's
do
a
I
different
think
take.
that a woman
Niggas
but
like me,
do I think that a woman is a hoe because she's out there sleeping with a bunch of guys? No.
Big-
I don't care what you do. If that's what you want to do, then that's fine.
So what do you call
I
it?
It
think
don't
you are.
matter to me.
Be honest with you.
It don't matter to me.
Yeah, hold on,
Mo,
bro.
what do you call it?
No, no, Mo. She is a hoe. She could be a hoe, but like, yo, a hoe could be like
She's a hoe
a
for
hoe
show.
is not, a hoe
But
is
it's
not
not
always
for-
a bad thing, bro. It's
That,
like
that was exactly where I was going. It's not always an insult.
It's not always an
It's-
insult, bro. She's trying to see who
But
she
it's
is.
not for me to judge.
Hold on,
Right? Because if she is a hoe, right, then I feel like if I have as much bodies as she has, right, then I may not be a hoe in a man's eye, in a woman's eyes, or actually in a man's eyes, another guy, but I'm gonna feel like, hey, we just got the same amount of bodies. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't bother me.
Yo, you'll never know
What's
her
that?
bodies, bro. You'll never know her bodies, bro.
No,
It's
you
true.
won't.
It's secret.
She'll never
It's
tell you.
secretly buried.
Yeah,
Secretly buried.
exactly,
Just
bro.
like she will
That's a
never
dead
tell
issue.
you. A woman will never tell you how many bodies that she has. The same way a
facts.
man will never tell you how many bodies you have.
Yo,
I would
a
never
man,
ask that
yo,
question because I want that question to
let
be
me tell you
asked
this
of
shit.
me.
Yes,
You-
exact. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, bro. Who's more likely to
Yeah,
tell you? Who's more likely to tell you some real,
Uh,
The man.
a
a
man,
a,
man
a
a
man,
guy
We
would,
work
a
that.
guy is
We
more
work
likely to
that.
tell you.
a
We
man.
work that like a
tell you
badge.
the real shit?
It's a
But
badge of honor.
yeah, it ain't even not. I'm talking about on some not even tell you shit to tell a woman. A man to tell like if your shorty if she claw hard enough and you tell her the real shit, she might have to deal with that, but you gonna tell her. She gonna know.
Hmm.
She gonna know, and you proud of that shit. So like, she might not.
The,
You know what I'm saying? Like everything I took down, I'm proud of that shit.
but
Facts.
but the difference between a
I
male
would be
and
doing
I'm
one.
just
I would be doing
Everything?
one of this.
piggybacking.
Hold on. I would be on
Go ahead.
some like. Wait a
Hold on, hold
second.
on.
I'll
You
tell
just
you.
said everything?
Tell you in a second, baby. Hold on.
Oh, I'm about to say, I thought you about to get out my high school list. Oh,
but
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 at the end of
the
the day,
difference between a man and a woman
yeah.
like telling you their body count is if you push a man hard enough, I think eventually he will say how much, like at least a close number. A woman's gonna take that shit to the grave.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Mo,
She's taking
Oh
it to the
yeah.
grave,
Facts.
bro.
exactly, yo, Mo. You want to
If
She's
answer?
not
their
gonna
body
tell you.
count is crazy.
She won't.
If their body
She
count is
won't tell
crazy,
you
yeah.
about that crazy
Talk
time
heavy,
in
Ant.
Puerto Rico when she was in college. She ain't gonna tell you about that.
She might.
So
She might not tell
Mm-mm.
you.
Well,
She gonna
There
tell
she
me.
might, but
is
she's not gonna tell
no.
you. She's not gonna
I
she
tell you
don't
how
told
care
much
what
you.
I
anyone
wear.
She
says.
told me.
There's no women in 2022 that doesn't have
Hey,
a
Mo, she
body
might not.
count
She
over
might not
10.
tell you. Let me tell you something. Yo, this is our time. Yo,
At
I'll
least
tell
no
you.
grown ass woman.
Yeah, let me tell you this shit. And Mo, you lucky because I was about to make you answer Brooke question. But
Mm.
I'll tell you this. And
What's your question?
I was telling the homies this earlier. It's like, yo, any dude at this age, any dude that's over the age of 25, I would say, right? If you think that your neck, you kissing the neck or whatever that you thought you was doing got you the pussy, you're lying to yourself.
You are lying to yourself, my brother.
She just
I
wanted
started
to
caressing
fuck.
her neck,
Yo,
and I started kissing on her neck.
she wanted to fuck you from the beginning
She was
because
just ready.
I ain't
Yep.
gonna
Yo,
front. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna say how many dudes is in jail over rape cases over this shit. 'Cause they thought that their skills they was using, they just didn't graduate in their brain over what the fuck they was doing when they was
Mm.
trash with it. Think about it
Yeah.
though, man. Think about it though, man. Because a lot of dudes be like, yo, I was kissing her neck. That shit wasn't working. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker.
That never
Yo,
works, bro.
that's an old game. It never worked, my dude.
Nah.
Them young fast bitches you was fucking with, that you fuck with that shit, they just wanted to fuck first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a PSA. That's
Any
a
man, you're right.
PSA.
Any man over the age of 25 that still think that
Yeah. That's a
foreplay was
PSA.
gonna get it, forget it, man. You're wasting her time. She's trying to get it so she can leave. So you better
Bro, what could
stop
you
all of
be?
that and get to the
Yo,
point.
think about this shit, right? Think about this shit. Like, just think about yourself. Like, because we're all grown ass men. Yo, bro, how much work could you be doing on her fucking neck? How much work could you be fucking really doing on her fucking neck? It's like sucking titties. How much titties could you suck for that shit to be like a legit turn on? It don't make sense, my G.
Bro,
It
that's the
don't make
stupidest
sense.
thing. Like a hickey on the neck, like that is just the like
Yeah,
why would you do that to a person?
that's
That's
another
just so
one,
you're
bro. That's another
you're
a
stupid.
marking
hickey.
you're marking them. You're marking
Yeah,
them. That's what
Nah,
it
but
is.
yeah.
nah, y'all
That's high
think
school
nah,
shit.
but it's actually some girls that like that. They're into
Yo,
shit like
no,
They
that.
say
So
they like
bro,
it, Ant.
Yeah, those are the
They say
ones that
they
I
like
do.
it, but I mean,
Keep it
they
I
moving.
don't think
toxic. They toxic. Toxic.
I don't think it's
Where
really a
do
turn
she?
on. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't.
Go ahead, Ant.
It's definitely some girls out there that shit turns them on. Like,
Wait,
trust me,
what?
I know what I'm talking
No, bro.
about.
And don't go against the grain, bro. That's
No,
cap.
I'm not
Yo,
going. I'm not saying that's
hoes.
not for everybody. That's not for
Yo,
everybody. But
bro.
it's some girls
Wait,
that shit turns them on.
Bro, they don't.
what it?
How,
You could talk, and I'm just gonna tell you. I'll
you tell me what
debunk
you've
it.
seen and what you experienced. I
Yo,
know
Well,
what I'm talking
I'm
about.
telling you as a fact.
What's Brooke asking first? Let me. I
All
didn't
right,
see it.
yeah.
I didn't see
Please,
it.
Mo. All right. So Brooke says, I'm gonna say, can I read it like she's talking to you, or
Yeah,
like she's talking to
yeah.
the
Go
group?
ahead.
She
No,
says,
it'll be
Yeah.
she says, Mo. She goes, Mo. What about when a woman cries? Is it considered normal? Hold on. Shit. What about when a woman cries? Is it
Pull it
considered
up
normal?
again.
No, because it's mad shit in the way. Is it considered normal when a man openly cries? Is it? Is it? Is this he's told to man up? Isn't he told? Oh, I mean, she said, "Isn't whatever." Told to man up.
So I think she's trying to put
I
out
mean,
the double standard of
I
like when a
mean,
woman cries. What is it
She
when a
goes.
woman cries?
She goes. When a woman cries, is it? It's considered normal, but when a man cries,
You got a
it's
man up.
like she's like. See, Brooke is definitely to me living in some double standard shit. It's
That
like, yo,
is
who cares?
100%.
Who cares what's considered? It's like, yo, if you cry and you're a woman and you whatever the fuck you crying about, like, yo, I'm sorry, but you're crying about it. But a man is only considered being told to man up if another man he's crying to another man. It's like, yo, son, but I'm gonna tell you this shit.
But it depends on what you're crying about.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
if
If
I'm
your
crying
mother
because
died,
I
Yeah.
lost my
yo,
mother to
if
my
your mother,
boy,
if your
come
mother
on.
dies, cry to me. But you crying over something like, yo, son, what you crying to me about
Yeah,
this shit
yeah.
for?
Don't
Son,
cry to me because your check is
cry.
too little while you're wearing your
Word.
Yeezys. Like,
Dudes is
don't do
like, yo,
that.
son, cry, then come to me with this for the solution. But Mo, go ahead,
so
son, because that's your lady talking. Mo,
so here's the
Hmm.
thing, right?
let Mo talk. Yeah.
Women women are able to cry about more things than men are able to cry about without being looked at like, yo, bro, man up.
Mm-hmm.
So think about what you guys just said, right? You said, Alex said, if my mom dies or if a family member dies or something like that, right?
Yes.
God forbid.
What else?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a woman can cry because she stubbed her toe, and that's considered okay. But when if a man cries because he's got a hangnail, bro, man up. You're not, think of some, do
Yeah.
some man shit right now. Now, a man can't sit and just cry over shit without having a reason to actually cry.
I
You know what I mean?
wouldn't.
And
Okay,
I'm saying,
okay, okay. I
Nah,
see.
hell no.
Nah,
no,
nah.
no,
He's
no.
speaking
Listen,
right now. No,
hear
keep
me,
going,
hear me
Mo.
out.
Keep going, Mo.
Hear me out, Myles.
Go ahead, go
So
ahead, go.
the thing is that we're talking about in the public eye, right?
Right.
So Myles, if you're driving, right,
Yeah.
and you pull up to a traffic light, and there's a woman crying in the car,
Mm-hmm.
like just sobbing in the car,
I'm like,
you're not going to think anything of it. Now, when you go up to the next light and you see a man crying just as hard, you're
yes.
probably going to laugh.
Say,
You're probably going to laugh.
yeah, that's a
But
fact.
but but you know what I'm saying? You're gonna laugh because it's
Well,
Hell
like,
yeah, that's a fact.
you know
well.
what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's because women can cry about more shit. We're there to basically protect them, and whatever
Mm.
the reason why, But I think that women are able to cry out loud
They
more
get
than
away
men
with
are.
that a little more. They do. They can.
Yeah,
I mean, women
Now,
cry when they get pulled over.
fuck it. I'm gonna make it
yeah.
racy. White women.
What
Mm.
about?
What?
White women. I said this shit. I said this shit on a different podcast, but they didn't promote it well. I said white women are the most privileged people on the earth, and deservingly so. Right? If you
Deservedly
see,
Deservedly so.
so. How you say
How?
that?
yeah, see, deservingly so got people fucked up. It's like this,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
If you see like, if you see a Hispanic woman or a black woman getting her ass whipped at Walmart, right? And depending who her man is, yo, you walking by that shit, bro. If it's a white woman, you calling the cops. Why?
No, nah. Who's you?
Andy, no, 9 out of 10
Nah. What are you
motherfuckers,
talking about?
9 out of 10 people, bro, are calling the police. 9 out of 10 people, if they see a white woman getting struck, yo, that's just only happening like it's not. It's gonna be dissolved. If it's a
Nah,
Hispanic woman,
I don't
So,
agree
if it's a
with
black
that.
so
woman,
here,
I'm telling you, go ahead.
Yeah,
Anybody
I don't agree
talking?
with
so
that.
I'm
Go
I'm
ahead,
on
go ahead,
defense.
Ant.
I'm on defense because somebody talk. Just talk. Say
I
Ant,
say
say
I
what you
don't
say.
agree with that. I say depends on where you at too. Like where you at and where I'm at is totally different.
Okay, so I'm
So
trying to tell you.
if somebody sees that, somebody's gonna call.
Okay, so what I'm
And
trying to
where
tell
I'm
you
at, where
is
I'm at,
okay,
white,
No matter
black,
okay,
what.
green,
okay,
Okay.
okay.
yellow.
So listen to this, right? If you were to put how many? So say there's 10,000 WalMarts in America, right? If you were to put 10,000 black women there and let somebody, whoever, white, black, whoever, whoop their ass, maybe where you at, somebody's gonna call. But in 9,900 other places, nobody not saying shit. If it's a white woman, everybody calling. That's a fact.
I think
Nah,
I
I
I'm on my
disagree.
so here's
I'm on my
here's
Kanye
the
shit.
thing.
Hell yeah.
The problem is this.
It's a fact.
This is the problem.
That's what Kanye was saying. Motherfuckers don't
The
understand
the
how he
problem
talk.
the problem is that we're putting our feelings in it too much, right?
Not
So
me.
Ant, take yourself out of it, right? If
Yeah, no, but he
a
said
black
you
woman was,
call him, but guys.
but no, but that's what I'm saying is that like he asked it, but I'm saying we're thinking more about us, right? So
Yeah,
if a white woman was getting like they were putting their hands on a white woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that people are quicker to call the cops for a white woman than they are to call the cops for a black woman.
Facts.
That's what I think.
Facts.
Why? I don't
That
know.
makes no sense whatsoever.
It makes
I
no
don't
sense,
agree.
but
No,
bro,
I disagree with that.
it's true though.
But I mean, okay, it doesn't have to make sense. I'm just saying
If it,
I can see that. I can
Yeah.
I can
but
No,
see it. You know,
there's just no way.
you don't have to
that's
No,
your
it's
agree
opinion.
with
cultural.
me.
No,
If
it's cultural. It's right though. He's
yeah,
right
that's
though.
your opinion.
No, he's
No,
right
If you
though.
that's
said
not even
somebody's
an
quick enough,
opinion, bro. That is a wrong opinion. That is
And no,
not
it's
true
not
at
a
yeah,
wrong
all.
opinion.
yeah,
And I'm
I
You
gonna
don't
can't
say,
agree with
have a
that.
wrong opinion,
look,
Alex.
and I'm
There
gonna
is
say
no
this.
wrong
It's no,
opinions.
yeah, he's right. He's no wrong opinion. One,
No,
and number two, he's right because
Oh, well,
it.
weird, false, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Okay,
That's
no,
not
no,
the case.
no, no. You can
Anyone, any
right.
man that
You
sees
talk.
another woman getting hit or whatever, a fight, whatever it's happening, someone will call the cops. Every
No one's
single
saying,
yeah,
time,
That's
all
but
not
the
no
true.
time.
one's saying.
That's not true.
I
you can
never
guarantee
said
that
that
somebody's
nobody
gonna
was
call the
gonna call
cops
the cops,
and
Okay.
Alex.
somebody's gonna
You're
pull
not
out their
listening
phone
to
and
what I'm.
record it.
No,
You can guarantee those two
hold
things.
on. You're
Yeah.
so what I was
That
saying was not that they're not gonna call the cops. I was saying that they're quicker to call the cops for a white woman than they are to call for a black woman.
and he's right, bro. That's the whole fact, bro.
That's
I
Like
what I'm
you,
saying. I'm
disagree.
not saying that they wouldn't do it. I'm
yo,
just saying that
I
they would.
disagree.
let me tell you, yo, this
You
is
can
this.
disagree.
You know why this is so funny? This how politics get so jacked up. You know what I mean? And we all know I'm super conservative. I'm a libertarian, all of that, right? But I tell you
Yeah,
like
you're
this,
gay. Lord. Yeah,
yeah, whatever. You can say I'm a gay, say it like that, whatever, right? I don't mind
I
because
said gay
the
Lord,
love,
gay Lord, gay Lord,
I'm a
Lord of
gay
the
lord.
gays. Yeah,
And what do you have against gays?
I don't have anything against
So
gays.
what are you saying, bro?
It sounds like you
I
do
just
because
said you're gay
What is
Lord.
that?
calling him
What do you
gay
say?
as an
All right,
insult. So you
you,
probably have a problem
No,
okay.
against gay.
it wasn't an insult. He
Hey,
was saying
That's what it
everything that he
sounded
was,
like.
and I just
you
he
are you
forgot that. He
you
forgot to
not a
mention that.
you not a
You
gay
said that
lord?
it was gay,
And you not a gay lord?
as if it was a bad
No,
thing, and it's not. It
Yeah, so
shouldn't
we
be.
do. Yo, and we do mad gay shit together.
Oh,
nah,
see now
nah.
that's
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
You got
I'm
me
back to my
confusing
corner. I'm
Maurice.
back in my corner.
Yo, but anyway, right? But like we were saying earlier, it's like, yo, I've seen this shit in with my own eyes, bro. Like I've seen black women get pummeled in the Walmart.
And, and you didn't call the police.
Me? I'm
Yeah.
on my fucking business, son. Like I'm from the hood though. That's the shit. I'm on my
All
Oh,
right.
fucking
so
So
if
business.
it was
let me
no,
let
no.
me
So
let
if it
me
was a
ask.
white girl, would you have called the police?
Nope. My wife would have though.
Oh, so okay, so you just proved your own thing.
Yo, if it's a black woman, my wife would have called the cops
Got it.
too. I'm not saying she didn't do this shit, but what I'm saying is me, I ain't no fucking witness. I'm on my fucking business, bro. All the time. All the time, bro. All the time, son. It's never gonna happen like that. My wife, on
So,
the other
so
hand,
your so your opinion on how fast somebody will call the cops, depending on whether it's a white woman, a woman of color, is
yeah,
all based on your personal experience and what you would have done.
everything
No,
I say,
Because you
yo,
call that
bro,
a fact,
everything,
and when
no,
you call it a fact,
ev-
that means that's how it
no,
is. But now we
actually,
turn into that's what I would
no,
do. So
yeah, but good
you
brother,
gotta pick one.
everything, look, everything in my life is a fact. I just don't say it until it's proven. I'm telling you it's a fact because I've seen it uh, executed times, but not like the times where you might not you might give credit or validation to. But I'm telling you that that's how it is, bro. White woman is the most privileged woman in the fucking in this country and deservingly so. Yo,
No,
hey,
why do you say deservingly so though? I don't
deservingly
like that
so.
part. Yeah,
Deservingly
I don't
so
like
is
that part.
because yo, the motherfucker, it be white dudes that be sticking up for like motherfuckers like they don't have to know who they fucking people are and they stick up. And that's how it is. And I could have even said like yo some shit like yo, I seen my wife bitch out some cops and she just got the fuck her way and like just on some shit, state troopers, all that, right? But at the same time, I wouldn't even. That's not even my point. My point is that like yo, it's more about the man than the women, bro. So like if we don't protect our women that like you feel like yo you need to hold down, this is why people like me think that. So let me be an asshole, let me be a bigot, let me be a fucking a race traitor, whatever the motherfuckers want to say. I'm just who the fuck I am because I see this shit and I'm
let me
fucking
ask you a
past the edge.
question. Let me
Anything,
ask you a
bro.
question.
Yeah, I disagree. You said with that
So
deservingly so. You still didn't answer that, but go ahead.
It's deservingly so because again, who protects who? You protect what's
No, but
close.
why do they deserve to be protected more than a black woman or a Spanish woman?
I'm not saying that
I don't
I'm
understand
not
that.
s- I'm not saying anybody deserves to be protected more than others. But if they're men, like we're black men, right? You and I are black men. If we like if we protect I feel like as a black man, I only protect the women I know. If people like if I see like a black woman shit's fucked up, whatever, and I don't know her, now at my age, I might say something depending on the severity of the issue. But in my younger years, I'm passing that shit. I'm like, I don't know who that is,
I mean,
and
me
that's the
No,
issue.
personally,
That's
yeah, I
what I'm
mean
saying.
that's
me-
That's
you
what
know
I'm
what?
saying.
I mean that's a good
personally
thing and a bad
speaking,
thing because we got. Go ahead, Mom. Go ahead, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Ant. Go ahead, Ant. You said it's a
Now
good
I
thing or
said
bad
that's a
thing, and
good
it's
thing
a,
and bad thing because it's been a lot of situations where people did interfere and they not here right now. If people got killed interfering, trying to help other people out. So a lot of people scared to even speak up and do something about shit like that. A
Yo,
lot of people die like that. I'm talking about a lot. Like,
okay,
oh, he was just trying to protect her. He was just trying. He don't even know her.
I
Just trying to
know
be a
it.
good Samaritan.
I know it.
Boom. So
Yo, bro.
yeah, people scared of that
Yo, I'm gonna
shit.
tell you some shit, right? Alex will give you some shit on this shit. Like, and I don't care now. It's fucked up, right? Like, yo, it was a girl I was friends with in high school, right? Her name was Jackie, right? And her boyfriend name was not who's Jermaine brother name? You know, Alex, right?
Yeah,
Justin, I think his name was Justin.
Justin,
Yo,
Justin,
he was my
Justin Taylor.
man.
Yeah, Jermaine
Yeah,
Taylor, Justin
yeah,
Taylor.
yo, he was my man, bro. But his brother was my man like crazy, right? I was friends with his girl, like on some like that was the homie. This he hit my jack like, yo, you wanna die for her? I said, son, who you talking to? Like,
Mm.
what's good with this? But again, I ain't know his situation. You know what I mean? And I was confused because like I respected they shit because they went through mad hard shit together when we was in high school, like adult shit type shit. So I respected they shit and I respected her to the fullest. And then like that, she was just the homie because her homegirl, like we used to always go to parties in the North Side together. He killed himself You know what I mean? And that shit fucked me up because I was like, oh, do you think that it's because of his
Yeah,
shorty?
he
Or do
committed
he think?
suicide in jail.
Yeah, word. In Billerica, where
That
you
was
live at.
yeah.
Yeah, where you live
That
at
was
now.
that
So I
was
was
rough
like,
times in that
yeah,
town, man. Remember that?
yeah, man, that shit fucked me up because I was like, bro, like when he called me that night, I was like, yo, son. Because Ant, yo, it's so funny because Ant used to come up to Framingham, right? And he's like, yo, yeah, yo, you just party every weekend? And I was like, nah, son, like, it be like that, but that's like some New England shit. Like, in New England, it's like, yo, party hard on the week. Everybody's on that shit. I would say like that's the
Yeah,
only
niggas.
place where everybody's on that shit. To where it's like, you
Niggas was wilding when I went up there.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
every
that's the
weekend,
first
son.
time I seen a cake stand too. They was
Yeah,
doing
no,
cake
no.
stands in the backyard.
Yeah.
I never seen that shit before in my life. I'm like, what the fuck? It's white people shit. Whatever.
Nah, every
Yeah,
weekend
we
is
don't do
like
that
that
shit in
though.
the hood. Imagine,
Wait,
imagine
Miles,
a
hold on,
Hennessy
wait,
stand.
hold on.
Imagine a Hennessy stand.
Bring that
That's
back,
crazy.
bring that back. And came down where to
Nigga
Framingham? You
died.
brought and down to Framingham?
Yo,
Yeah, yeah. So, let me tell you,
they be sitting down. Ed, they be sitting down the rest of the night.
Hell
this
yeah.
how, yo, this how, this
Stand
how I
up to
really,
sit down, nigga.
this how really, Alex, this how I really get. So, Ant used to come to Framingham, so we used to chill with Heather, Alicia, and them like a long time ago.
Rest in
You know
peace,
what I'm saying?
Heather.
Right?
Yeah.
Yo, when Heather died, I put you on Ant, or you seen it already?
Nah, you told me. You told me.
Yo,
That
when
was
Heather,
another rough time
But
in
we
town
would
because Heather
but
Heather was
we were just
big
hanging
in
we
the
were just hanging
town.
with her right before that though.
Yeah.
Not too
yo,
long
bro.
ago before that.
But that's what I'm saying. When you live in a town like that, in a place like that, when somebody like that die, that shit big, bro.
Yeah, that hit
Yeah, that shit
everyone, man.
I was like, damn.
That shit
She
That
was
fucked
hit
me
mad
up.
cool.
everyone.
He wasn't even, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it was like, yo, fuck. But yo, we used to all chill, Alex, and then like, so he
Hard.
came out there, and it was like, yo, this is the shit I'm talking about. It was like, yo, wow, you know what I mean? So what we used, yo,
I
so
had
we
sex
used
with
to,
my first white girl out there.
oh, all right.
The Ham, you remember her name? We probably all know who she is.
Yeah, not saying her name, yeah.
Throw it in there.
Nah, what's
Go
her
ahead.
name? Talk heavy.
No, we're not doing that.
Well, so what you
That
talking
was
about?
mad long ago.
You were hanging out
We was like
Interfaith? Where
16,
at?
17?
Second Street?
Long time ago.
16,
Nah,
17.
yo, Alex. The first time Ed came out there, we was in the hood,
Where, like in
and
Beaver Park?
yeah, we was in Beaver, and then we started to, you know what I mean? I started to get a little more popular. We started making our way to the north side a little bit, and then she started getting crazy. You know what I mean? I had to get
Yeah,
out there.
where was we at? Remember we was in the woods?
Yeah, that's
The
what
That's
we
in North
niggas,
do
Framingham.
in
That's
the
where was
latter
that at?
years.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the latter years.
Niggas is, them niggas is doing shrooms and shit. I'm like, what? I ain't
Yeah,
doing that
that's
shit.
different out there,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah,
some
that's
white people
just
shit. I'm not doing that
That's
shit.
a different. That's a different side.
yeah,
That's the Irish Italian side of
yeah. We
Framingham
was
up there.
tripping early. Yeah,
Yeah.
we was.
I
Yo,
said, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good after that.
I can say this shit. I hope I can say this shit, but I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. Anyway, so
Fuck it.
yo, when we joined the military, and Mo, I'm telling you this shit. Alex, me, and my man Louis. Well, he's yeah, whatever, right? Our shit was. It was like we had like a friend group. It was like not like no shit like it is now with the military. I would say, right? I'm gonna tell you a crazy story, and I hope
Our
it could
class was
get like
24 deep. 24 of us out
yeah,
of our class joined the
and we
same year.
so and yeah, and we was in what you would call like a PSD for like personnel, right? Because we all did the same shit. Because
26
our recruiter put us on. He was like a
Yeah.
cool dude, and like our readiness NCO. I ain't gonna say his name, but like like he was selling trees, and like we used to all just pump trees for him. We all had mad money for
Yep.
some shit. And
Yep.
he wound up getting locked up and doing time, or whatever. But whatever, he was the
Mhm.
dude though. He was like a real leader, I would say, right? Because
Yeah,
when
I
I was
guess you
fucked
can
up,
say
right?
that.
Yeah, I was at the single mother house, whatever, right? So that's my shit with the military. But let me tell you this funny shit about that, right? When we joined, it was like some shit like they could take us out of school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we could be on some shit like, yo, he'd be like, yo, son, you need to go deliver these 2 pounds. He be like, "Ah, yo, what we doing?" He be like, "Yeah, I'm about to write this letter to get out of school. Go, yo,
Yo,
go."
he'll pick us up on the
Yeah,
Humvees.
yeah. We put you up,
Oh,
pick
that's
up on your,
crazy.
yo,
Yeah,
hell
man.
Oh,
yeah,
and
son.
sell drugs? That's crazy. Oh,
Hell,
wow.
Yeah.
yo,
Pick
son.
us up at the school and so I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta take him to a project.
Yeah,
Yeah, project
hell
it was.
yes. Yeah, bro. So,
That's crazy.
bro, when we was graduating high school, we had bread already because like he was paying us. It wasn't like no bullshit. Like we was making bread. So it's
Wild
like, yo,
parties at
like
his crib.
yeah,
Wild.
and mad parties, bro, like crazy parties. It was like, yo, I want this shit for the rest of my life. And he was like, yo, this is what the
Mm.
army is. This is how the army is. This is how the army is. And he was like, yo, word. And
Our
yo, it's so
readiness
funny.
was like this geek white boy, so he had it down to a science how to grow trees, how to plant them in his bathroom, and the lights and all of that. I mean,
Damn.
it was crazy.
Yo, but let me tell you how this shit that fucked it up though, right? It's always you got like I'm not even gonna say it on no color shit, but like, you always got like that E5 that think he's smarter than everybody. And I'll tell you right now, because I don't give a fuck about that motherfucker, but like Son Oh, I honestly feel like this dude's like an E8 now, but I honestly feel like yo, he was like behind snitching on my son. Word.
Mm.
Because it was times where like the dude had it so action packed for me, at least for us. I would say for me personally, that like I used to smoke mad weed. He was like, yo, he used to tell sergeants, yo, piss for him, cause we need him. And we used to do that shit.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's power.
None of that is exaggerated because
Yeah,
like
that's a
we were
fact.
we were all there, bro. We all played. This is the dude that will call us on Thursday. Like, listen, you about
Son,
to be on the list on Saturday. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that. Like,
yo, let me tell you this story. I tell motherfuckers in New York that they fucking always fucking don't believe me. Alex, what did we drop on the highway when we was playing fucking
bro, we dropped
water gun fights?
M16s, parts. We had
On
cars
the
that
highway?
pulled up.
On the
Yeah,
niggas
man,
closed the
we were
whole highway
comboing back
down.
from AT. Yo, are we still on the show, Miles?
How
Yeah.
you drop that? How you drop that?
Because
Yo,
we
because
did
we
the
didn't
two strap.
secure that shit. That shit
Yeah.
was just hanging loose in the back of
Nigga,
the
we was
LMTV,
we
and
was
cars
eat
will just pull up to us
yeah.
like, "Yo, your truck is dropping stuff."
Yeah. We
We
was
pulled up in the middle of the
E4s.
highway.
So we
I
was
have my little
E4s,
Honda
yeah.
Civic. I'm backing up on the freaking shoulder lane, backing up in the middle of the highway, stopping cars so
That
we
niggas
can
is
pick
bugging.
cars.
Yeah, we had
Bro,
water guns and shit. Nigga,
it
we
was
was when I'm saying,
wild,
yo,
bro.
this is just the funny shit. And then we get switched. We was all like high school students that went to the same school. So his cousin, one Alex, me, Luis, we all knew each other, and everybody in our platoon, because we were all like the same age.
Yeah,
So like this dude was
we're a
like,
wild group.
yeah, he was like 4 years older than us, but he was like, yo, y'all want to have a water gun fight? Yo, y'all want to come to my crib and just all have an orgy, shit like that. And we was like,
Mhm.
yeah. Every time we was in high school, and he was like, always have mad bitches, always do mad cool shit. And by the way, motherfucker did time, all that shit.
Mhm.
Millionaire now, my
Oh,
man.
yeah,
I
he
ain't gonna
is.
say your
He's
name,
rocking,
bro. Yeah, I ain't.
killing
Yeah,
it.
I got
He's
a.
out.
Yeah, hell yeah,
He's out now.
yeah. He's out. He's a millionaire, chilling.
Yeah, you gotta see his house, his crib. He moved to Georgia. He raises pits
Word.
and Rottweilers.
Yo, he's a piece. He's like that, bro. He like that. He just that dude, bro. Like that could just influence. You can't do that in the military now. I mean, like when I talk about like, yo, he was like, yo, he hot, piss for him. Sarn, fucking Sarn go in like, yo, give me your cup. Like,
Yeah, it was.
Mm.
It
yeah,
was
that's some
time,
real shit.
man.
That's some real
What
shit.
what was
Yeah,
his rank?
E6
It
at the
was the
time,
E6 back then,
Oh,
but it was structured different because we was a PSD.
bro. It
So
was
for
like
exa-
2000. We're
Ye-
talking 2001,
yeah.
2002. This
So
is
in
not
the
some recent shit.
so what the PSD is almost like what they trying to do with y'all with cooks now, and it's like we would go and no units had personnel people, just like no units have cooks, and like we just you send them there to cook and that's it.
Yeah,
But so we was like really close as a group. Our boss was a CW2, I think, right?
yeah, Miss Weeks.
Yeah, Miss Speaks. Yeah, that's it. And other than that, we
Okay.
was like chilling. And when I
Yeah,
say
man. Yeah.
chilling, son, it was like
Personal
chilling.
service detachment, man. We just
Yo,
went to
yeah,
different units and did their HR shit.
chilling, chilling. It's like, yeah, if I
Yeah.
could live did my whole career like that, it would have been crazy.
All right,
Mm.
fellas. So what do we got? We got 14 past the hour, Miles. What do you got to close it out?
I got some shit, but I really wanted. I think I stole Mo Thunder, but
Yeah,
I
you
got
stole my shit too. That's
Give
cool.
it back to him. Give it back to
no.
Mo.
So
Mo,
good,
what are
no.
you doing? What do
I'm
you
gonna give it
got?
to Ant. I'm gonna give it to Ant. Mo good. I'm gonna give it to Ant.
Okay.
Ant, what was your thunder?
All right. You brought up high school a lot, so I thought up a question.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine you go to your high school reunion, right?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
say
yeah.
let's say
So,
10, 15 years later, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You see your boy that you was cool with this girl that was like a whore,
Hmm.
and he married her. You tell him, and you smashed too.
Yeah.
Are you telling him, or you just keeping it
Yeah, I'm
secret?
telling her.
Are you talking a real life story? Because that's
That
all the
happened to
If
you?
time.
no, if that's my man,
Well,
he should
I
tell me.
so check this out, Miles. So I work in Natick, which is the town right next to Framingham.
Yeah. And no
And
Natick.
just like Miles said, look, we just spoke about how there were like 24 of us that joined at the same time. Guess
Yeah.
what? I'm in a unit where half those dudes went to high school with me.
Mm,
And there's
Right.
a few of them in there that I know who they married. And when I get to get
yeah.
my haircut at my cousin's at Chiqui's, and I
Yeah.
told Chicky, oh, yo, Shane is working with me. Remember Shane? Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
married that hoe. So, I mean, that is a real life story. And,
Mm.
Yeah,
one day
it
me and
is.
him
That's
got
why.
into
That's
it,
why I thought of it.
and he got told that. I reminded him of that.
Right. So
So
I know who you married.
okay.
yeah.
What
So
about
it's
you, Miles?
so I mean, I was gonna read what Miss Mimi said, but I would say for me, again, bro, I always go back to the theory that like we're all human beings, bro. So like, yo, whatever a shorty did or whatever a dude did, if they not standing on it right now with you, it it, it wasn't what they intended or whatever. So, but you gotta give them their chance because if you don't, it's just living in your brain. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If a,
Mm,
if a bitch is
yeah,
for the
I agree.
if a chick is for the streets, she for the streets. But
Yeah.
you can never say that she did something wrong according to her
You
because
mean
Mm,
you
she
mean you
didn't
can't
say
hold her accountable for that for the rest of her
no.
life? At one point, you got to let that go.
You could hold her accountable, but
okay.
at the same time,
This is a two-sided
why?
question too, but again,
Yeah,
finish.
but why? You gotta evolve, bro. You gotta get past
I feel
whatever
you.
you think because at the end of the day,
W- w-
you want to fuck with her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Mo?
Yeah.
I don't I don't see the point in bringing it up, especially at a reunion. You just said yourself, it's you're going to a reunion after 15 years, 20 years, right? So what's the
Mm-hmm.
point of you
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, yo, I smashed your girl"? There's no point in doing that, right?
Certain
Yeah,
shit.
that's
So
Certain shit.
now on the flip side of
yeah.
it, right? Now on the flip side of it, if you if you have a fiance, you're getting ready to get married. How would you feel if you went somewhere, saw somebody that you knew that you smashed, and then she says, "Oh, by the way, I had a some man." So that's why I
By the way,
wouldn't
what?
do
Say that
it
again.
because it, if you're with your fiance and you guys are out somewhere
Yeah.
and you see
Yeah.
somebody that you smashed before, but not only did you
Hmm.
smash, you had a threesome with one of her friends. And she says to your girlfriend, "Hey, by the way, I had a threesome with your man." Now all of a sudden, you have to retell this story. Do
Yeah.
on to those that you want to be into you. and that's why
Yeah.
I live by that code. And it's like, I wouldn't bring anything like that back up because it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Damn, Mo, that
I
was
wouldn't
kind
bring
of,
it
Okay.
Side
up
to this question,
because I don't want to have to explain the story either.
but that was kind of heavy, Bo.
right?
How you put that shit? So
Yeah, that
like,
was heavy. Yeah,
so
that was too heavy. That's
you're
too heavy
saying,
for
But he
yo,
took it
so
home though. He made the point though. He took it home. I think it was meant to be heavy
how so, Alex?
because
Yeah,
like
please explain.
that's. I think that by making it really heavy like that, you really make the point. You really drive it in. Like, do you want to be put in the position where you have to explain that? Right? You don't. So why would you put someone else in that position? It doesn't make any sense. There's no point of bringing that up.
From that standpoint,
I
but
mean, to keep it G on like me, I would have told my lady already before the girl even said something.
So
oh wait.
okay,
So let's just go back to something we
so
talked about earlier. So you tell
uh,
your bodies without even being asked. You just put them out there. Hey, let me tell you this, honey, real quick,
so
just
you
before we move on to
so
anything else.
you've told your girl about every person that you've hooked up with,
that's wrong.
Damn near,
That's
yeah.
how
and,
we
Pretty much.
and that's
Yeah,
not
for
what?
real.
and
Yeah.
that's not
Pretty
meant
G.
to. Not
Oh wow.
that's really not meant to be answered. It's just meant to be thought about, right?
Yeah.
So
How
with
what?
that
Yeah.
said,
I
let's
mean,
say
I
that
try
you
to keep it
forgot
real.
one. No, right, but let's say that you forgot one,
You said,
right?
see her? I fucked her.
Let's say that you forgot one, and so
Yeah.
then now you have to retell this story,
Yeah.
because it could happen.
Yeah, it could definitely
It
happen.
could
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
A lot
And
of people
so
get
with
missed.
so
I
but with
forgot.
that said, and you don't want to do that to I wouldn't want to do that to somebody. Me personally, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
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 I wouldn't want to do it, so I don't want it done to me. So
Exactly. That's a
Right.
whole
gotta
fact.
live by that. What do
Okay,
we
now
got?
reverse that
21
question.
minutes past the hour. What else we got?
No,
Now what?
reverse the
No,
question.
we're not really reversing it. Like we're gonna say this.
Go
So say
ahead.
if you did know a girl that was considered a hoe back in the days, but then she got her shit together and you guys made a connection, could you take that woman serious? That's the last question.
Yeah, bro.
That's part of growing involved. I mean,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know, you wouldn't even know that she got her shit together or whatever, that she's no longer, unless you dug into, unless
Took
you
the
had the
time out.
conversation, unless you presented some interest to see if that's the case and then come to that decision. So you already did all the work. Clearly, that's where you want to get to. So once you're there, embrace it.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna give all guys this game, right? It's like this. If you try to judge anyone on a past, be it a man or a woman or whatever, you always gonna lose. It's never gonna end up the way you want to. You gotta keep an open mind with that because you gotta look at it like, yo. And I think this is a dead ass self esteem issue, right? Because it's like, yo, if you don't know that lady's experience or that man's experience is with you for you all the time, fuck is you doing? Because that person is there for you, so you got to be present in that moment. And I tell the opposite sex that same thing. But once you see like, yo, if I'm in competition with what another motherfucker used to do, you for the streets.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Like, yo, I'm not in competition with no other man, but I'm never gonna judge you like you in competition with anything else I've ever dealt with because every experience to me is unique.
Yeah.
I feel that.
You know what I
I feel
mean?
that 100%.
Yeah,
I feel that
yo,
100%.
Alex, me and Ant was in DR and we was doing shit that motherfuckers that been in DR 100 times could never do. You know what I mean? What you mean? I mean, but Alex is
Facts.
from
No,
DR.
facts.
He'll tell
You,
you,
you
yeah.
did a
So
lot of
like,
shit.
but no, but it's
You
like,
did.
yo,
Actually, the spot we was at was fucking super dope. Let's
yeah.
not
So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like that shit that don't happen nowhere in
imagine.
the world. It's shit that we did that
Yeah.
nobody in the world could ever do. And it's like it's
Yeah.
so much of that shit I would never say because I can't say it because it's so
Mhm.
much shit. But to be at a place like that where you can expand your shit, And the only reason why at that time, especially we was there, is because we had rich friends. Like yo, like that shit
Yeah,
cost
man.
200 grand to just go to that spot. So the shit that motherfuckers was doing, we was watching, and then we was doing the second time, and it was like, oh shit, this is cool. Like what the fuck? This shit don't like you
Crazy.
don't need to live to do this, but we was doing it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Everybody
Yeah,
don't
we
get the
too.
experience.
We only
Yeah,
doing that. That's crazy.
Talk heavy. Talk heavy.
That shit is an eye opener for real. That's real.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like you never really know, and to everybody else is normal, but it's like, yo, this is like my first time, motherfucker. So let's have fun. That's the
Then
game.
you living in like a imagine living in like a mansion. You go away for and you like a mansion, fucking pool in the backyard. Fucking the maid comes to your crib and makes you whatever you want. You get 7 bottles a day. You get a golf cart to ride around because this shit is so fucking big. You need a golf cart to ride around.
Damn.
Shit is crazy.
Where'd you guys stay? I
It was
didn't remember.
wicked.
It was in Punta
It was
Cana.
called life. Was it called lifestyles or
Yeah,
play it something
so it was like
lifestyle
lifestyle.
something like that? Yeah,
In
that
Punta
shit was
Cana.
crazy.
Yeah, in Punta Cana.
It was a big ass
So
resort.
yeah,
Word.
They either pick you up in a helicopter from the
yeah,
airport or a limousine.
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's high life all day.
So yo, you got something else, Mo?
What was the question? I didn't get the answer.
No question. Oh
No.
I think
Do
you
you
switch the
have
subject.
your own question for us?
Do you have your own question?
No, I'm gonna save it for next week.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I'm gonna save it for next
Good
week.
idea, man.
Yeah, what I have is going to be some content for next week. Stay tuned. It's going to be interesting. I got some stuff. I'm going to have you guys, I'll put you guys, each one of you on the spot with some really tough questions. I got them all lined up, and it's going to go in a specific order because there's a point that I want to make out of it. So that's coming right up. It's going to be a good one.
All right, let's go.
All right. Thank myself show.
You good? Eh?
Out.
Mo,
Play
you-
myself.
Mo,
Have a
you
good
got
night.
that?
Let myself show out. Good night.
All right, guys, we're here every Wednesday night at 8:00. Thank you for thank you for tuning in, and definitely check out Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Right, Myles. We're on
Yeah, we're on
Instagram.
Twitter. I'm gonna start tweeting this week. I promise. But
Okay.
Mo, tell me when you're done because I definitely want to talk about the challenge that I talked to you about earlier, and I think Anna be down with it, so I don't gotta tell him about it.
Okay. All right.
All
So then, go ahead.
All right, so
You can talk offline. We'll talk offline. So
No,
so.
Are we on live still?
No, yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
Still. Hold on. You want me to get offline? All right, we get offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Just, yo, just call